Hey, you lukewarm egoists. Subscribe to Tsuki. Or don't. Be a joke of a striker all your life if you want. Or be a strong egoist by subscribing right now. Your choice.
With the BM vs PXG match done and in the history books, we can now finally focus on a highly requested matchup on the channel. The destructive crash out of BlueLock, Itoshi, versus the Clown Emperor of the new Gen 11, Kaiser. This will be using the same point formula I used for my triple threat matchup between Rin, Isagi, and Kaiser. The first feat we will compare is strength. This was very hard to do in the triple threat as we didn't have the full data on the finished match, but now we have the finished match. And they are both really strong as we have seen Kaiser fight off cops and hold off them as well. We've seen him building up his physical strength throughout his time in Bastard Munchen and as a kid as he had to fend off his dad and do more things as a thief since he was a kid. He was also able to really do well in the Bastard Munchen challenges to determine the starting lineup. He can easily push away Bachua, was going toe-to-toe with IQ, and tanked an attack by Ryu and still scored a bicycle kick. He also held off Karasu and Tokimitsu when failing the Magnus impact, and his leg strength has to be really good to pull off the swing shot of the Kaiser impact. For Rin, we have seen him treat Isagi like a bug, tanked Nagi's shoulder tackle in the Munchen game, and was doing fairly well against IQ in the U20 game. Now, due to experience and having just barely more physical strength in Chapter 290, Kaiser was able to tank Rin's crash play and still score, so Kaiser takes this point 1-0. Speed. Now, if this was just the swing speed, Kaiser easily takes this, but it's not, so let's look into it. Kaiser is pretty fast, but when it comes to dribbling with the ball, it's not as fast. His best feats come from utilizing the Kaiser impact and his off-the-ball movements. The insane quick counter he did against Munchen and the way he blitzes through the defense with his off-the-ball movements, even when going back to play defense like against Ubers, he is pretty damn quick. No wonder he has a 91 rating. For Rin, he is also very fast as he is able to break through the defense with oscillation breakthrough and gets even faster in his destroyer mode. We don't get to see him use a lot of off-the-ball movements like Kaiser, but I assume he is pretty fast as well. However, I have to give this point to Rin. Being able to be fast and without the ball and with the ball is bigger than just having the fastest swing speed. It's like Mbappe and Henry. Mbappe is faster, but with the ball, Henry is just that guy. In terms of raw speed, it's really close, but the way they use it, I believe Rin gets the edge because of him being able to be really fast with the ball as well. So now it's 1-1. IQ. Yeah, Rin's IQ is very low outside of football because he follows his brother who is also very dumb outside of football and analytics. His opponent knows a lot about psychology and the economy because he had to steal when he was young and save money. And due to his past, he loves learning about human emotions. Without football, Kaiser could be an economy teacher or a psychology assistant of some sort. When would be at McDonald's. So yeah, Kaiser takes this easily. Game IQ, 2-1. Rin's game IQ is nothing to be taken lightly. He has used it efficiently on so many occasions to destroy Isagi in the second selection, and even in the PXG game, he used it to sever the link up between Kaiser and Isagi. The only problem is he had no idea Kaiser was an acrobatic. He also used his IQ to score his goal in a point Shido wouldn't reach. For Kaiser, the fact he has metavision shows his insane game IQ, especially that Isagi had already caught up to Rin in terms of that aspect before the NEL, and Kaiser was still vastly above him until Isagi got metavision himself. They both saw the pitch better than Rin and understood his genius role, which allowed them to get multiple stops on Rin. They both have incredible game IQ, but I have to give this point to Kaiser. Dribbling. Now this point easily goes to Rin. He could have dribbled past anyone with ease, while Kaiser couldn't dribble past much people without needing to pass, and he definitely can't dribble past the whole team alone like Rin can, especially Destroyer Rin, but even Base Rin has better dribbling feats like in Chapter 251, so Rin takes this easily. Offense, 3-2. Kaiser's offensive threat is a top tier amongst the characters we have seen. He has the greatest shooting weapon in terms of swing speed, being the Kaiser impact, that he can now apparently use as passes as well. However, it didn't work. as Rin saw through their intentions. For Rin, the biggest point in his offense is his infinite amount of shot options and insane dribbling, which allows him to break through the defense alone and can still pass and get himself open too. Destroyer mode Rin is one of the most scariest pieces of offense shown in the BlueLock world. Base Rin is pretty close to Kaiser already, but Berserker clears him in terms of being an individual threat. Keep in mind, Kaiser ain't a playmaker like Rin, so his presence is only massive as a striker, not really a playmaker. Meanwhile, Rin can be massive as a striker and a playmaker, so that means it's free to free. Defense. Now, Kaiser has used Metavision on numerous occasions to be able to make great defensive stops, like against Nagi and throughout the Snuffy Rampage in the Ubers match. In this PXG match, he did well reading the relationship between Charles and Shido and to get some good stops, and his best stop being stopping Rin. For Rin, he stopped Kaiser multiple times throughout the game, all on his own. He didn't do as much as Kaiser, but when he dominated Kaiser and got 4 stops on him, that is better than when Kaiser only got 2 stops on him. I do believe this point should go to Kaiser, as the way he uses his Metavision on defense seems more efficient to how Rin only targets a single player on defense. And we got to see more of Kaiser on defense than Rin. However, Kaiser's best stop against Rin is only because of Isagi holding him off. Meanwhile, Rin didn't need anyone to stop Kaiser, so against each other, Rin is better defensively. So I'll actually give this point to Rin. 3-4. Rin has the lead now. Kaiser obviously has Metavision and Predator Eyes, giving him the visions to embody road style and self-style, dare I say freedom or restrictive visions of the feud. Rin has his Puppeteer playstyle, which feels more of a freedom playstyle as he used it when he was trying to copy Sai, and has Predator Eyes, so his vision is nothing to take lightly, especially when he merges both Puppeteer style and his destructive style together. However, the person who uses their eyes better has to be Kaiser, as Rin was caught off guard by Igaguri like 2 times in this game because he didn't expect him. Meanwhile, Kaiser abandoned his Emperor personality. He utilized more Blue Lockers, which made Kaiser's view of the feud expand, similar to Isagi in the munchen game when Noah aligned with him. So it's really close, but I'll give this point to Kaiser. 4-4. Positioning. This point easily goes to Kaiser as he uses Metavision to position himself in the best possible place to score. Rin doesn't really rely on positioning as he could rush through the defense himself. We have seen him always be a good positioner, whether it's offensively or defensively, but most of those feet come from the second selection and a few barely in the NEL. But thanks to Metavision, Kaiser would be able to do it better than Rin. 5-4. Finishing. Now this is tough as we have to determine which Rin is a very good clinical finisher who converts most of his shots with ease, but this is determining who is most likely to score. I would give that easily to Kaiser. Even if his shooting angles aren't as expanded as Rin, he has Kaiser impact, and especially scoring through 5 defenders and the goalkeeper and the off-balance bicycle kick. Yeah, I gotta give this point to Kaiser. 6-4. Composure. This is not Rin's day, is it? I believe current Kaiser has more composure than Rin, being able to throw away his soul to win. Meanwhile, Rin was straight up trying to kill Igaguri when he went Destroyer mode and crashing 2 people. His Destroyer mode has gotten better in terms of composure, but Kaiser without the Emperor hindrance was very composed and made very smart plays throughout the rest of the game. 7-4. Passing. This is very close because now Kaiser can use the Kaiser impact on his passes, but he would not only need to use it on long range only because short range would never reach their opponent or it would be too fast for them to receive, and Rin showed that it wouldn't even reach on a long range as Rin could intercept it, so the speed doesn't really help it. But Rin has very good passing skill as shown when he works with Charles and his Puppeteer style. He could link up with anyone if needed to, so this point goes to Rin. 7-5. Shooting. This is insanely close as Rin has demonstrated multiple shooting angles, being able to score from free kicks, Olympicals, and from the kickoff, which is not as impressive as people make it out to be, as the second selection field ain't as big as the real field. Rin scored that from being at least 30 to 31 meters at best. This is a fact since Bao scored a close goal to that range where Rin scored, and that was recorded as 29 meters. Kaiser has less shooting angles, but the ones he does have are very impressive, being able to do it through 5 defenders on balance, and the speed always gives him the advantage. We also know his range is 30 meters at least. Kaiser at least states that he needed to wait until he reached 5 meters to attempt the Magnus impact, but he shot his goal against Munchen from close to that range. It was probably because it was the Magnus that he needed to go down to 5, because in reality he could have shot the normal one he did against Munchen from 32 meters. And yeah, his range should be from 31 to 33 meters. Meanwhile, Rin's NEL shots and Kaiser's shots are all very close to each other, with both them looking like they're around 31 meters, but because of the speed of the shot, I would give this point to Kaiser. 8-5. Chemical reactions. In football, you need chemical reactions to make the team upgrade to the next level, and this point easily goes to Kaiser. Him and Isagi teaming up is a top 5 team up in all of BlueLock so far. They tore the house down. Rin, although he can do chemical reactions, he has yet to have one on the same level as Kaiser and Isagi. Maybe that will change when the Itoshi bros link up again. 1v1, 9-5. I believe this is a very tough matchup, as in a short 1v1 game, both of them would win easily. As Rin starts off with the ball, he should be able to out-dribble Kaiser and score on him, as he wouldn't even need to do destroyer mode, and he wouldn't even have the implications to go destroyer mode, as he needs to be fully mentally pressured to go into that state. And the only people who have been able to do that is Sai and Isagi, and Isagi was only able to do that because he reminded him of Sai. So really, Sai is the best way to get Rin to go in his destroyer mode. Isagi, just because he reminds him so much of Sai, and Sai praised Isagi, is the only reason why Isagi is a catalyst to help Rin go destroyer mode. So Kaiser is not on that level where Rin would have to go destroyer mode, because he wouldn't be able to mentally pressure him. But Kaiser has Kaiser impact, so he should have no trouble scoring on him. However, in a drawn out game, Rin should be able to come on top, because we've seen him do a lot in his just base form, where he would be fully composed to just dominate, and he was able to defensively stop Kaiser on multiple occasions when Kaiser was dribbling. Like in chapter 263, he stopped Kaiser in a 1v1 setup easily. Although his stop against Kaiser in chapter 250 was because of Nanase and Karasu holding him off, I do believe Rin would figure out defensively how to stop Kaiser before Kaiser could figure out how to defensively stop Rin, because Rin did school Kaiser in chapter 251 when Kaiser tried to blindside him. Meanwhile, every time Rin blindsides Kaiser, Kaiser can't get past him. So in reality, I could see Rin taking this. So Rin wins the battle, but Kaiser won the war, as Kaiser wins this whole battle 9-6. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Until the next video, stay blessed. Tsuki out.